Well, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Well, I'm back. But anyway, it's been some time that I've posted anything on the personal blog, but there's been a lot that's happening. There's been a schedule change on me, and then there were a couple of things that I'm helping other people with. So clearly, there has been a little time to just kind of also post blogs, and also I was working on some other videos for my gaming one. So there are things that I've been just trying to keep myself busy with, but I do apologize. But anyway, to make it up for the long lost time, I've decided to just do three movie impressions for this. I decided to call it like a movie-thon. So because my two off days are kind of weird, as they're kind of like in the middle of the week, sort of, and they're not exactly like weekend days. They're just like days off, really. I decided to just make the best of them, and lately they've been kind of good. And over the next couple of weeks, I feel that they're only going to get a little better. So, but I figure why not just spend the day? I mean, I had planned today with Noah to go see a movie with Anne later on in the day, but there was some time to burn, so I decided to invest the time, and I went to see World War Z. World War Z was really, really good. It was a really, really good movie. Seriously, I mean, as far as zombie related stuff has had, this is pretty much, I think, would be like the go-to. I mean, I've heard of World War Z before. It's a book, and it's been this and then when I heard that it was going to be made into a movie, I haven't actually read the book, but a lot of people tell me World War Z is a really good book. And considering that, when I saw this movie, I couldn't help but see a lot of things that I've seen in zombie related things, like The Last of Us. I mean, The Last of Us is kind of like a post apocalyptic world where, but in the circumstances, it does kind of bears a lot of similarities on World War Z, and in regards to how it all developed, it was well presented on how the threat was. And the only actor that I really recognize, I mean, I recognize other people. I mean, it's Brad Pitt. I mean, I recognize David Morse, but he's in one scene, and that's it. You never hear from him again. And there are others, but I recognize the woman that plays the wife of Jerry, which is Brad Pitt's character. And there were a lot of other good actors, but they really, they didn't stand out. I think Brad Pitt was like the central character. I think he pretty much stole the show with this movie. And World War Z is when I saw the commercial in the trailer, and those trampling zombies. I mean, they look like ants stacking up to each other, and it looked gruesome, and it was very, very gruesome movie to watch. Not that it was gory or bloody. It was just like in terms of like seeing zombies. These are like the rage type zombies, but these are like, there were moments in this movie where it just leaves you, we're like, oh my god. And it's very graphic how it just gets all shown. I mean, it's kind of teetering between R and PG-13, and seriously, but this movie, it was very, very entertaining. I thought it was an awesome movie. I mean, I definitely enjoyed. The story itself was very, very interesting as well. Haven't read World War Z. You might actually read it one day. if I still keep getting into reading. I'm falling down that slippery slope again. I mean, I'm taking my time with Percy Jackson, but I'm hoping to get past book one. Maybe I can then go for the others. But World War Z might go on the end. Now, it's World War Z the movie. There were things that were a little like the shaky cam. I mean, there were moments in at least at the very beginning when the outbreak starts within World War Z. There are moments where it's just you it shakes and just moves around so much you almost can't tell what's happening, and when you're trying to focus on something that is happening, you get kind of disoriented. But honestly, that doesn't last for too long, but boy was it just like all over the place with the camera. And overall, I have to say, if you're a fan of the zombie genre, if you're a fan of the, movies about the post-apocalypse, but this one's kind of like a post-apocalypse in the making almost, but it's well presented, it was well shot overall, and, I didn't mind listening to the Second Law Isolated System almost throughout the entire movie. That song that you hear at the beginning of the title, and it comes back later and later, and then it ends like at the end of the movie, I think, and that's Muse. That's from their album, The Second Law. That's the last track. It's called The Second Law Isolated System. And then they go into an instrumental for the song Follow Me during the credits. So Muse was very present in this in this movie, even though they weren't in the movie. Their music was. So World War Z is a good movie. I definitely liked it. I liked it. And it's really pretty much, I'm trying to figure out other things that I could say about it, but no, I really do think that this movie, for those of you who read the book, I mean, I don't know, I can't say it's loyal, but boy, these zombies are very well represented. I mean, these things, they are crazy, and how it gets all the scope that it gets presented on, how these things just take over is amazing. How fast, like the flip of a switch, shit just goes wrong, and you see it and you look at all around and it's like, wow, that's amazing. Although I think the shaky cam really did just kind of just kicked my ass a little. And certain characters that you think are going to be important, all of a sudden they're no longer in the movie for certain reasons. Won't say who or why, but you'll see what I mean. And it's almost nearly during like the first third of this movie. So, but no complaints. World War Z is still a really good movie. Rating wise, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. Totally. This movie is worth watching. So if you're into just like what if moments, or post-apocalyptic movies, or action movies even, because there's a considerable good amount of action in this movie, and if you're into zombie movies, this one's a good one. So go ahead and catch it. That's the end. So you'll catch on the next video, because the next video I talk about Pacific Rim, and boy, I think this day topped it up with that. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and sorry I haven't been around. So peace out.